welcome to Divinely Guided Tarot. And so today I'm just doing a Divine Masculine reading. I want to see what the energies are like. I've been getting pulled to do this reading. I feel like a lot of the energies are shifting. There's a lot of Divine Masculines that are wrapping things up. And I have heard that there's a lot of Divine Feminines that are getting messages and contact with Divine Masculines. So I just feel like there's this certain group of twins and Divine Masculines that are reaching me and just wanting to give messages out to Divine Femmes. So let's see what is going on. And if you're new, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I'm at Aries Queen 1111. And thank you and have a great day. Thank you. Hi, welcome. Okay, I went ahead and I meditated and just trying to cut back time today. Usually when I do a meditation and I get a pull from a certain energies, I'll just start, I can meditate and just sort of shuffle my cards and they start to just sort of come out. And immediately I just spread them all over my desk and I'm just told to put them in the direction that I put them. And it gives me a story and it gives me messages of what the energies want me to tell. And so this is what I've done. I'm going to start and, I asked a few questions here and there towards the end, but pretty much what came out is what someone's energy is going through me. And this happens to me quite often. And so when I have the time, I do come out and do these readings for you guys. But the energy of this Divine Masculine right now is, it's the Eight of Pentacles. And so what I'm feeling and what I'm hearing is that there's a few Divine Masculines that I'm reaching here. So they're wanting change, and with the Eight of Pentacles in this deck, they're just wanting change. They're wanting to they want success, and they want to like I'm hearing like stay positive, and they're working on getting back together with Divine Feminine. And what's bringing them back together is, even though it is an Eight of Pentacles, but what I'm getting is that what is bringing them back together is just the memory of being with Divine Feminine. And so it's just like a really strong pull for them. It's like these Divine Masculines have had a positive change of mind, whereas for quite some time this group was just really depressed, and they're saying depressed and oppressed, just really not happy where they've been. But what's making this, it's like how can I explain it, like bees on honey. Like you can't keep the bees away from the honey, it's like that's how it's being described to me. Like so with this energy, it's just Divine Masculine just working really hard to come together. And like I said, it's like a head change. They're like staying focused on accomplishing what they need to get back, because it's talking about reuniting. I hear reunite. Okay, so this is what they're working for. And only, so this is the energy. This is the very first card that came out, and this is just the energy of this group of Divine Masculines. And so with the next little group of cards that I was told to put together, so it's the Emperor. Okay, so this is the 4, it's the Emperor, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. I'm gonna shut my blind, guys. I see a glare. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this. Okay, that's better. So what I'm getting from this is that with the Emperor, he's just very strong and like very determined, just very determined to get where he wants to be. Not wanting, it's like not wanting to give up and wanting to start new, wanting a new partnership. And so where they've been with the partner that they're with, they want to complete that. They want to complete it and return and start a new partnership. And I'm hearing it's the new partnership with Divine Feminine. So, and at this point, they're working really hard on manifesting, just manifesting this relationship to come into fruition. So that's really what they're really working hard on. I hear working. They're just working really hard because they want to change. They really want to change. And when I was meditating, I just saw a divine masculine just reaching out to kiss someone. And it wasn't my divine masculine because it didn't look like that. But it's like there's just so much love for divine femme. And so if you and your divine masculine like the water, I'm just seeing divine masculine with divine feminine in the water. If that makes any sense to anybody, I have no idea, but that image is very strong in my head. Okay, and so then with the Nine of Pentacles, what Nine of Pentacles is saying is like, okay, if you look at the card and you can see like the light is coming down, like a shadowy, like the back is shadowy. And what it represents is that, you know, you could have something one day and it be gone the next day. And what they're trying to accomplish, and I'm saying they because there's a couple of divine masculines that are reaching me today. And what they're really working hard is they just want to come together and be with the one that they love. And, you know, it's like, there's been like separation, I hear, separation, but that the separation is temporary. What else? Okay. So what I'm hearing is that there's a desire to meet with Divine Femme, but for whatever reason, they have not been able to meet each other. But the desire is there. The desire is very strong to be with Divine Femme and come together. Okay? But yet they know it's like, I'm hearing like it's like too good to be true in a sense. Yeah. Okay, there's like doubts. There's a lot of doubts about this relationship, but then when they think about it, it's like the doubt goes away because they start thinking about Divine Femme. And with the nine of wands in this deck, it's like just remembrance of being together and kissing. And like I said, when I've meditated the last couple days, I see a divine masculine just reaching down and kissing divine feminine in water. I don't know if that makes sense. That was very strong for me. So they want to, they're waiting. With this card, it's like they're waiting for the right moment. They're saying wait, and they're just planning. They're planning to come back with this Nine of Wands. They're hoping that Divine Feminine hasn't moved on. Someone just said, I hope she's waiting. So they're having the hopes that Divine Feminine is waiting for them because it's been some time. It's been time that they have not been able to communicate with each other. So, but they are working very hard to manifest this in reality, to, you know, make it come into fruition in the reality, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and so the next card is with the Five of Cups. Okay, Five of Cups, the Devil, and the Two of Wands. Okay, and so with the Five of Cups, there's just been a lot of agony, and definitely it's because of the third party situation. And what I'm hearing is that divine masculine and the karmic partner have not been getting along, have been arguing, and it's because of divine femme. Because what I feel is that the karmic partner is abusive. It's abusive to him. Just very jealous type of person, and even though they live together, they don't live together, is what I just heard. Like cohabitating, because there's so much fighting, and they're tired. There's no peace. He's emotionally drained. Just a lot of animosity where he's at, and it's causing him to be exhausted and almost feeling sick, is what I hear. But just wanting to just start over and wanting to get out of the depression and the oppression is what I'm being told. Okay, with this card, because their home, even though, like I said, they're saying even though they live with karmic partner, they're not happy. They're cohabitating, and that means they're not really home that much, is what I heard. Okay, they're not home that much, and the reason for that, the Devil. This is the Devil, so with the Devil card, it's like I'm being told that the karmic partner, that this karmic partner is just very abusive. I keep hearing abusive and like bad words, and it just hitting and making divine masculine bleed by hitting them with things, is what I'm hearing. And gosh, if you guys know that this is happening to your divine masculine, I would just send him a lot of love, because he's feeling like I'm feeling like my chest is really heavy, and it's just like really, I can feel they're just depressed and exhausted of fighting this battle with the karmic partner. And so with the Devil card right here, it just it's like they're wanting adjustments. Divine masculine is just wanting to adjust, and the problems, they're like, they want the problems to stop. They're just problems all the time. There's no happy moment in this life that they're leading with the karmic partner, and they just really they want to start over and just return to divine feminine. And so this card also speaks of like unions being blocked, and it's blocked because of the karmic partner. Even though divine masculine really wants to contact divine feminine, he can't. He's being blocked from that by the karmic partner. And there's been fights about this. There's been fights about it, because even though she might not know who you are, even though the karmic partner doesn't know who you are, she feels that there's someone else. Okay? And so with the Two of Wands here, it's like there's such a desire to move away from this battle. When they're calling it a battle, like divine masculine wants to move away from this. he's wanting peace. And so with the Two of Wands, what this is talking about is planning, and just the desire to, like, wanting to give divine feminine his love. And so they're really talking about making, manifesting, and just making their dreams come true is what I'm hearing. And because they've had enough of this, like I said, the ones that I'm reaching today, they're just overwhelmed, they're exhausted, like there's just no peace. There's no peace where they are, and they're not hardly home is what I'm hearing. They're not hardly home, and it's like they come and they go. So it's like not really having a home. Like they don't feel like there's a home with them. And so the desire, it's such a big desire to plan, excuse me, to plan, and just, they want to change. And I heard change living arrangements. So I feel like some of them are getting ready to move out of where they've been, like literally, like building like a home, like leaving a home is what I'm hearing. Okay. And so with the next card, the next group of cards that came out is the Eight of Swords. Okay, Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Magician. Okay, and so with, the Eight of Swords that came out, it's like they've been feeling trapped. And mind you, the swords are mental. So in their head, they have been trapped in this relationship, this bad karmic relationship. I'm not saying that all karmic partners are bad, because they're not. But this one right here is very abusive. And I've seen the cuts and bleeding, and just very brutal. Just a very brutal person. And so they just sort of feel, with the Eight of Swords, it's like they just feel so trapped, and like they can't move, and so belittled, and just, actually there's fear. Like I feel like there's fear. There's fear with this card, like not feeling like they can get away from it. And it's like a overwhelming, really, there's like feelings of restriction, like just very, like, wanting the opportunity to just move environments. And they want to move past this feeling of being like belittled. It's like they're being belittled, and that's why they're not home. They're not home at all. It's like they just show up, shower, eat, go to sleep, go to work, don't come home late. They don't come home till late. And I can see this happening. So whoever I'm reaching, I would really like to know if this is happening to your divine masculine, because I feel really bad for this person, these people, because they're being abused. And by all means, you should just never allow someone to hit you, never. But with the Eight of Cups, he's wanting to walk away. Divine masculine is wanting to walk away. And like I keep hearing the memory of being with Divine Femme and the happy times that they have with Divine Femme, because the Divine Femme is just so much nicer, and just like a kind person, that they're really wanting to walk away from where they are now. And they're just grasping at the moment that they can come back to be with Divine Feminine. So there's fear, and there's sort of a fear, like they're running out of time, because I did hear it. I did hear it with the Nine of Pentacles, where they just feel like Divine Feminine is moving on without them. And I just hear wait, like just wait for me. Like I'm working at it, okay? But there's, the fear is coming out in this card too, because there's such a desire to move, to be with Divine Feminine. They're ready to walk away, just ready. And I've heard too with the Two of Wands. I mean the Two of Swords, that, no, sorry, the Two of Wands, that they're planning to relocate. They're moving, someone's moving out of someone's house. They're just walking away, and I feel like they're just giving up with that home and just moving the home and leaving it to whoever is there. Okay, and so then with the Magician that came up, and these are the way the cards came up in little pairs, little groups, like. So the Magician came out next, and what this is telling me, it's like they're having the willpower now. They have the mental power. They're getting getting the power where they're moving away from the Eight of Swords. They're right now, this group of Divine Masculines are finally finding their willpower. They have clarity, and they're starting to move away. They don't want to be in a relationship like this, because, like I said, this person's very abusive to them. Very, very abusive. And I just feel like he's sick. He's sick of being there. Sick mentally, physically, emotionally is what I'm hearing, okay? And so with this Magician, he's having the willpower, and like the lies, because I'm hearing that this karmic partner has told a lot of lies, and so there's a lot of truth that has been coming out recently, which has made Divine Masculine a stronger, it's made him stronger to be able to move on. And what he's working on right now, it's like this great love that he has in his memory of Divine Feminine, and wanting to manifest this into reality, into fruition. So because with this card right here in this deck, it's representing new love and bringing new love and reuniting. So there's a couple, like with the very beginning too, the first card that came out too, it talks about reuniting with your past love. And so there's a couple cards in here that are talking about reuniting. And I believe that Divine Masculine, this group, is really working hard on coming back together. And I feel like now he knows he has all the tools he needs. Okay, and so for a while, he did not have this power. He's been belittled. He's been backstabbed. Lied. A lot of lies. I hear lies. Hitting. Just not a happy home. Not somewhere where they want to come home every day. And they don't come home sometimes. I'm hearing that they don't even come home. And so they ask themselves, this Divine Masculine asked themselves, why am I doing this? Why am I with this person when I can't even come home and enjoy my home? Okay, so there's a very strong pull to move away from everything. Move away from everything and just leave it behind. I'm sorry if you hear my dog. My dog is really active today. Sorry about that. But the next little group of cards that came out is the Nine of Cups. Okay, Nine of Cups. Seven of Wands. The Knight of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. And so what this is speaking of is the Nine of Cups is just speaking of that wish where he wants to come back to Divine Feminine, and that's where he's gonna have his peace. And because he's not able to have peace right now where he's at, so it's been very hard for him. And Okay, I got lovebirds, and they're remembering just being with you and just wanting to be together with you. And so that's how they see you, as like a lovebird. If you see, it's very funny that I have two birds on my table today. It was actually a gift, and they're two little birds, and they're not lovebirds, but I call them lovebirds because lovebirds always want to be together. And it's so weird that they just said lovebirds to me right now, and there's two birds right here. And I mean, that's amazing to me. The way, there's no coincidence, really, there's no coincidence. So, but they're saying, like, they're just remembering having your touch, and this is their wish. It's their wish to come back to divine feminine, and to live well, and just be happy, and with a different partner. This card speaks of being with a different partner. So see, there is a lot of movement to starting new with a new partner and returning to an old partner. So that just tells me, I just feel the shift. There's just so much shift with this Scorpio moon that we had, and just releasing a lot of the negativity. And I feel like some divine masculines are finally waking up, and they're finding their willpower. They're definitely finding their willpower, and that's what this card speaks of. The magician. Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped it. I'm sorry. Okay, so with the magician, it's just really talking about finding willpower. And I'm hearing that. Like, and I'm feeling it too. Like, they're finally waking up, and like, where the heck have I been? And why do I do this to myself? And why can't I go home? Oh, I keep dropping it. I'm sorry. Don't take it. My dog, he likes my cards. Give it back. Okay, and so I do feel like there's a shift coming, and don't be surprised. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if more of you get calls. And so with the next card that came out is the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, Seven of Wands. And so Seven of Wands speaks of standing his ground and moving forward, having a new beginning. Let's see what else. Like, just coming back together. So see, like, they're at a train, and she's coming out to greet him. It's like, this is what he's desiring. He's desiring it. And see the clock up here? There's a little clock. It's like, it's a matter of time, guys. Like, definitely a matter of time. I can just feel it. It's just amazing to me. And he wants to offer love. He wants to offer his divine feminine love. And so he's thinking about just heading a new direction, having a new beginning, definitely offering the love, and just hoping that you're still there for him. I'm hearing, because they are scared, and they're thinking about how it would be like to be married to you or to live with you. And like I said, when they're going through this cohabitation right now with whoever they live with, they're just not happy, and they're sort of scared because they don't know. They're scared to start fresh because they don't know if like how it's going to be to live with someone else again, because they've gone through this kind of environment for so long right now. Does that make sense? Like, okay, what I'm hearing is there's fear to start over, because they're just been so belittled and so abused that it's sort of broken their spirit. But with the Seven of Wands, it's like they're standing their ground, and they have that willpower. I hear willpower. So they have the willpower to move, and they have clarity. They're having clarity. So, I mean, they want to start over, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and I do see it coming, because look at the Knight of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups, and there's movement. The train, see the train? The train is movement. The Knight of Cups is movement. definitely this is a wish. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, it's definitely a new beginning. Just hold tight. They're very scared that maybe Divine Femme has found someone else, is not going to be there for them, but they're going to offer the love. They're going to try to come back. They're trying to come back and just start over is what I'm hearing. Okay, so, and I'm hearing there's got to be, I guess, like a sit down, you know, and just have a lot of truth come out, because I feel like Divine Femme might have been just left out on the cold suddenly. Like, it was like one day you were talking and the next day they were gone. And so I feel like they're saying like there's going to be a truth. You're going to have a truth and a new beginning once they do once, you know, they break free. Okay, and you'll get your truth is what I'm being told. And so the next card that came up is Seven of Swords. So this is the Seven of Swords. Three of Swords. And then the Knight of Pentacles. And so what this is saying is, with the Seven of Swords, it's like they want to break free. They want to break free. I'm hearing that they have to give up property. And at this point, some of them are just walking away from the property because it's not worth it. Because there's a lot of fighting. And here's another card that depicts fighting. I mean, with the Three of Swords, and this is the kind of emotional roller coaster that they've been on. And they're just wanting to walk away from that. It's like, just, yes, okay. They're walking away. They're saying they're walking away from money, and like, because the desire to move away from them is so strong that I guess for a while the money was very important for them not to give up what they built. And so this group is finally just come to their senses that the money is not worth it enough. And so they're like, okay, some of them already have seen lawyers, and I see papers. So they're like looking through papers, like checking papers amicably. So resolving things, okay? And so with the three of Swords, and definitely that's like the three-way. Some of them have a three-way, like a triangle, a love triangle, okay? And it's caused a lot of riffraff, a lot of fighting in this relationship, because he was not able to give the love to the karmic partner the way she wanted. And this Three of Swords is just speaking of like heartbreak, separation. He's been separated from Divine Femme. It's broke his heart. Just wanting to come back, to start new, to reunite. So that's like the third, fourth time I hear reunite, okay? So this group is really like just really coming strong. They're wanting to move forward, and it just reiterates it with the Knight of Pentacles. But it's like a slower moving kind of a motion with the Knight of Pentacles. With the Knight of Cups, yes, the emotion's there and they're gonna offer it to you. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's taking time, and I'm hearing it's because of papers and resolving things. But there are a few of them that are just walking away from everything, starting. I hear like just starting over completely with everything, money and everything. Okay, so if if your divine masculine is going through that kind of trouble, please let me know. I'd like to know, because somehow I'm reaching their energies today. And so the next little group of cards that came out is the Queen of Swords. Okay, Queen of Swords. And then the Strength, the Justice. This is actually Justice, the Justice card. And the Two of Pentacles. And these cards are so cute, guys. I love them. They're so romantic. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, yes, there's got to be truth. I hear like apologies and just coming clean, clarity, a lot of clarity. It's like they've been paying attention now. They realize the wickedness of the karmic partner, and just wanting truth, and like the past is not like they're ready to leave that in the past, and not, they're not sure of the future because they're scared. They've been in this kind of relationship with this partner that just belittled them so much that they're scared, and they don't know what the future holds for them. So it's like they're uncertain. With this card, they're uncertain, but definitely wanting clarity and definitely having clarity. Okay, and so with, yes, this makes sense. Okay, so with the Justice card, it's just speaking of having the strength to move forward, and knowing that they're going to have balance with divine feminine, and just really having strength. And because it is a number 8, so it is like strength and truth, and like one cycle's ending and one is beginning, and change is coming, and it's talking about resolving problems and doing it one by one, because there's a lot of things that they're having to resolve. Okay, and so with the two of Pentacles, it's like, look, if you just look at them, they're just like little innocent little babies, you know, like they're innocent and they're just full of love, and that's the kind of love that he feels for divine feminine. And it's like just real genuine and just really soft, and this is what he wants. He wants to come back to this. With the Two of Pentacles in this deck, it's talking that you bring him balance. You bring him balance, and this is like the thing that he is craving the most is balance, patience, loving touch, like moving away from the rocky waters and just coming to where it's subdued and quiet and peace, and wanting to be able to come to a home where there's love instead of this turmoil. This is bad. This is what, if you're curious about what their home looks like, this is what it looks like. These two cards depict it to me. Like I can see it, I can feel it, I can feel their exhaustion and just tired and just going around in circles with the same thing, and giving so many chances to change, and there's no change, and being there for the wrong reason. Okay, I do feel like even there's little kids involved. It's been very hard for them to move forward because of their children, but this is destiny. This is definitely destiny. And this card speaks of moving away. See, they're moving away. There's the where they don't want to be. They want to go forward and move away. And so there's like 3 or 4 messages, 5 messages that are speaking of returning. Okay, and so after this, nothing else came out. And so then I thought, well, I asked, so what is the conclusion, and you know, what's the outcome? And the one that popped out, one card came out, and it's the World. And in the World card in this deck, it speaks of new beginnings. Okay, new beginnings. And you if you look really closely, there's the birds. Okay, so there's birds flying, the family's on the top. It's like the couple is holding the world at their hands, and this just speaks of union. So they gave me a union card. This means they're going to reunite and be united with Divine Femme. And see how they're holding hands together,
And this is how they want to be. They want to be with a partner who gives them that strength, the strength, and they can do it together. No, dude, no. I'm sorry, guys. My dog is just really active today. But they're just looking, they're looking to be able to just have someone they can trust, someone that has their back. Stop, move, get, no time, no. Okay, and so it's just speaking of a new opportunity, new beginning, coming out of obstacles, and just trust. I keep hearing trust and just loving, and just union. This is a union card in this deck. Okay, so this is what they're coming home to. And I heard coming home. Don't know why, but that's what they're saying. They're going to come home. They're going to come home to you. Okay, so I mean, I just hope that you guys love that, and it's just very interesting. I can feel a lot of the emotion that comes from this divine masculine. And so I'm going to take an oracle card and just see what they say, okay? Let's just do an oracle card. Spirit, what message for divine feminine? And I'm sorry about my dog today, guys. He's really rambunctious today. I don't know why. Okay. One of them flipped. Okay. That one flipped. And that one. Okay. Anything else? What does divine feminine need to know? Okay. Okay. So the first one is love, and this just speaks of just feeling love. And no matter, even though divine masculine has just been in such a rocky situation, they still feel love. And what this card is speaking of is like, no matter how bad things go, as long as if you have love, you can surpass anything that's bad. Okay, and so that's what they're telling you. It's like they feel your love. Anything is possible with love, okay? And that's what they want you to know at this point, okay? And then truth. And I do see there's got to be some truth that comes out. You can see the swords right here. They're looking at each other. This is like mirroring off to each other because words cut, okay? Words cut like swords. And so there's some kind of truth that needs to be told. And I get that very strongly. I heard it before even the Queen. I picked up the Queen card, the Queen of Swords. So you're going to be getting some kind of truth. And I just feel like it could be something that you don't expect. So just be ready for that, okay? And then wisdom, okay? And so wisdom, and this speaks of just being knowledgeable of each other, because there's spirituality with the owl and with the flower being here. It's just like a new beginning and just being strong together, okay? So definitely there's a connection between you two. Owls talk of twin flames, so it is a twin flame. And discernment. So just hanging tight and just going through changes and really standing his ground and just coming to his willpower and wanting to change and manifest in the real world what he wants, okay? So well, I just hope that you guys like this, and just leave me any comments down below. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. And if any of this is happening to you or your divine masculine, please let me know, because it could go either way. You know, our energies are different, so this could be happening to someone else. But definitely the ones that reached me for the last couple days, they just been feeling a lot of uneasiness in their home and not being able to go home. And also that image of just divine masculine kissing divine femme is just like, anytime I close my eyes I see it. So if you and your divine masculine shared any moments by the water kissing, that's for you. I don't know, okay? So just let me know. If you're new, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe, and you guys have a great evening. Thank you.